Hey everyone, what's going on? Ash and Rima here from MEOdyssey, and today we're going to give you a very quick, spoiler-free, I almost don't want to call it a review because we're not reviewers, we're just giving our experiences of the game. So this is us just giving you our thoughts and experiences of Mass Effect Andromeda. We're going to go with the good, and then we're going to go into the not so good, and then just kind of come together at the end and come to a conclusion. So we're going to go with the good stuff first. Rima, if you wanted to go into your good stuff first.
Okay, I've got a little list of stuff that I thought was really good with the game, and I'm just going to kind of rattle them through. I don't think they kind of need too much explanation and things like that. So the first thing is that I thought the environments of the game looked really, really good. The planets, the Nexus, the Tempest, all look fantastic. You can see the Frostbite working really well with the environments, and the game looks stunning in that sense. Also, I do enjoy a few of the mechanical features of the game, specifically the Nomad. The Nomad is hella fun to use. It goes up those mountains really, really well with the 6-wheel drive. The boost function, I love the boost function, and it's nothing like the Mako in the sense where you feel like you've got full control of the thing. And plus there's banter in the Nomad as well, so I really enjoyed that. And as well as the combat and the jetpack as well. The combat's way faster, way more dynamic, but it doesn't feel like it's out of control, which was my one worry when I was going into the game. I thought if it's going to be really, really fast, I'm not going to have any idea what's going on, but it's nothing like that. And the skills themselves, I was a bit apprehensive of using the different profiles and having different mix of abilities, but it's been a lot of fun trying to play around with the tech and the combat and the biotic abilities all mixed together, and then using your profiles just to kind of see what kind of helps you the best. And the jetpack is just great. It's so well done for traversing the landscape, and that little boost slide glide thing that you do to avoid enemies is like a lifesaver. It's so good. Other things I really enjoyed so far were the conversational dialogue options. It's been done well. The tonal system's been done well, and I have had some experience with some really good actions during the conversation, specifically doing some more impulsive actions that allow Ryder to just be a little bit of a goof. And the companions as well. The characters so far I've experienced have been all fine. I have some companions that I really love, and I'm looking forward to getting to know them better. Some of them are adorable, funny, quirky. I don't think I know them as well as I could do at this point because I haven't played the full game yet. But I'm looking forward to kind of just getting to know them a lot, and it's fun because the banter on the planets is actually quite good as well. And there's also the galaxy map. That's another thing that I really love from the game. They've just done so much work into making the galaxy map look just spectacular, and we're such astronomy nerds that when you get to see us traveling from like one planet to the other, and you're like kind of traveling through anomalies and star systems, it's just amazing. They've done so much work to it, and getting to see the stuff outside the Tempest as well is such a good touch. You just feel like you're actually traveling around the Andromeda galaxy. And finally, the other thing that I really love is the scanner. The scanner is such a simple tool they've added in. It's really easy to use. I've not had any issues using it, and they've implemented it really nicely in the missions. And I have to say, it's made me quite obsessive. I do go through all the planets scanning as much things as I can. I'm just like, ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's this? And I read everything on the side too, which is making me take forever trying to get through planets. But yeah, that's all my bullet points of the things I really love from Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah. For me, a lot of it's the same kind of stuff. The environments are fantastic. They look really, really good. I find myself finding it very hard to kind of not just have a look around and see what they look like in like loads of different areas. So I found the environments really, really, really gorgeous. Like I said, Nexus and Tempest are very cool places to be. I feel like there are some limitations on the Nexus, but that may be just to do with the fact that you have to build the Tempest up to access more areas. I did kind of barrel through the main campaign and didn't do a huge amount of the side stuff, so maybe that's something that I missed out on, but I am planning to do a second playthrough starting probably later on, so I'll probably find out whether that's true or not later on. Combat is fantastic, really fast-paced, really addictive. I do really like it in the single player. I absolutely love it in the multiplayer. It gives the whole Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, which has been brought forward to Andromeda, a whole kind of new dynamic and a whole new level. A lot faster, just very pacey, and really got to watch your six when you're running around trying to kill different varying enemies. And the waves are a lot tougher in the multiplayer there as well. But we'll probably do a separate video on multiplayer stuff. in the future as well. The Nomad is very good. I wish I had tripped it out with more mods and upgrades and stuff, because I really didn't do that much other than like the skin, the Nomad skins and things like that. So I probably could have done more there. I do want to get the achievement where you do fly for more than 35 seconds in the Nomad, and I know exactly where I'm going to do that as well. There's a particular area that helps out in that particular regard. In terms of the characters, I did feel like most things were fine. They had really good backstories and they were very interesting. Some of my conversations I had literally kind of just stopped at a dead end and they kind of fell kind of flat, which was ever so slightly disappointing, but didn't detract from my experience of the game at all. And in terms of the vaults as well, I particularly like when you get inside the vaults. They're very kind of well laid out. There's a very eerie creepiness to them, but they're also kind of like underground cities at the same time. And it's very much want to look around and see everything that's there. So very well done there as well. The story, it does take a while to take off. There is a good story there, and after completing the campaign, which I have done, I did feel like there was maybe something missing perhaps, or maybe something that's going to come along in DLC, much in the way of Trespasser for Dragon Age Inquisition, which was basically a lot of people thought that DLC should have been the true ending and should have been in the main game. And I know you kind of have been a proponent of that as well, Rima.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's somewhat, I don't know if that's the plan or not, but we'll have to wait and see. But that's the kind of feeling I got from that as well. And I will say as well, Archon, really good antagonist, but I feel like he was underused in a lot of regards. But that's just my own personal opinion. I still really liked him, and a surprise voice actor for him as well, which I won't ruin for everyone. I'll let everyone find out for themselves. But it was a big surprise to me. So, but I really liked him. But I wish he'd been used more in the game. So, those are pretty much all my positive points there. We should probably now move on to the slightly less good points, which there were some. Now, I'm going to be completely honest here. I'll start off with this one. Okay. And this one, for me, it was mainly tech issues. I did experience a lot of tech issues. I will say that Rima is playing on the Xbox One S. I'm playing on the PS4 Pro. And I only got my 2 gig patch the day before yesterday, I believe, and I've not really played that much since I've got that patch. So there were some small improvements in the little bit I played, but I haven't tested it enough to see if it's made any like widespread major improvements, so I'm not really going to say too much there. Some of the tech issues I've had have ranged from character models melding together. It's clear there's supposed to only be one character in the scene or in the cutscene, but like the one specific one I had was where PB and Cora mixed together, and it freaked the hell out of me, and I didn't expect it, to the point where I literally looked at the screen and went, "Oh my god!" and I was like, "I'm sure that's not supposed to happen," but it was literally 2 people melded into one. It was like, okay. There are frame rate issues as well. For the most part, it was fine, but in specific areas, it went really, really low and kind of pulled me out of the immersion quite a bit. I've had 3 game crashes all in all, which is slightly disappointing, but I could start the game up very quickly, and with the autosave system, it allowed me to pick up right where I left off. So, not the worst thing in the world, but game crashes was something I didn't expect, to be honest. There is texture pop-in, there's voice dialogue that crosses over already running dialogue there as well, so that is a bit off-putting in terms of trying to get immersed in story and conversations and things like that. And obviously there's the face animations as well, which for the most part for alien races, things like that, they're absolutely fine, but for humans in the game, they're a bit kind of off, and that's being kind of very kind. There's a lot of them that are kind of downright scary, if I'm going to be honest. And it just seems weird because there's a lot of detailing in some faces, but then others it just seem like they're not really been too much kind of put into them. I don't want to be like cruel or anything, because there's no point in being that, but it just seems a bit odd to me. And I think mainly that's kind of my stuff. It's all mainly tech issues, to be honest, which kind of did ruin the immersion of it for me a little bit. But I'm hoping with patches and improvements coming in hopefully in the near future, it'll be a lot better going forward.
One of my smaller issues is the fact that the story, you've already mentioned it, the story's a bit slow to begin with. It doesn't really grab you like the original trilogy did, where you are so motivated to continue playing that story in the first couple of hours, and I felt that it isn't until you get a little bit into it's either into EOS or a little bit after EOS that the story really picks up a bit more. And to their credit, the story is fine. It's a good story, but it's just that really slow start, and there's a lack of, I don't want to say, there's a weird element missing from the trilogy that I don't know, it's not carried over. There's an emotion. It's weird because you can't explain it until you have to say specific scenes. I don't want to spoil anything. But there's an emotional subtlety to the game that's missing. And for some people, they may see it when they actually play it. The story's good. I have enjoyed the characters a lot, but there's just something along that line that I feel there's either a mix of the music, the theming, the dialogue. Something is just not quite there. It's about there, but it's not quite there that you're feeling very impactful. I don't have as an emotional connection to this as I had with when I first played Mass Effect 1, for example. The character creator is also a little bit of an issue. I know people were were not so happy with my opinion on it when the video that we just released, the one before this. Let me say this, there is things that the character creator does do well. They've introduced elements that they never ever had in the previous Mass Effect titles, but there is something quite lacking in it. They've gone backwards from Dragon Age Inquisition, which was a very detailed character creator, and they've now seemingly started to remove elements like being able to change your mouth, your nose, your eyes, and that is something I don't understand why they did. It's a fine character creator. It does the job that you need it to do. It's not stellar in any regard, but it's fine. And it's one of these things that I'm now motivated. I'm using a custom rider for this playthrough that I'm doing, but next time I will be using default rider, and it's something very unusual for me. Ash can tell you. I always spend ages making a custom character, but I will be playing default rider next time around, just because I can't be bothered with the custom character creator, because I don't see that it doesn't allow me to make a unique character of my own. So I'm moving on from that. My biggest issue is the fact that my facial animations in the game are just, they're naff. We'll just say that. They are not very good. They're very jarring because it's very, sometimes the character's completely fine, and sometimes the animation just goes a bit freaky. She's got this like bottom lip quiver thing that she does every so often where her teeth stick out. It's very just not pretty. It's not pretty at all. And the eyes as well. You and I have been discussing about how the eyes just do not stay in focus. They just dart about the head sometimes for different characters.
Yeah.
It's very, very distracting when you're trying to have a very serious conversation and the character you're speaking to, their eyes are like flicking around in their head. It's just, there's something just uncanny about it all, and it's a bit off-putting. I have had glitches. I have not had as many glitches as you have. I don't know whether it is because I'm playing on the Xbox One S, but I have not had as many glitches. I have had loading glitches, whereas when it's loading a cutscene, something glitches either before or after it, probably because of loading with characters sinking into the ground, some noise glitches, things like that. But it's nothing major, and I've not really noticed them. They're just sometimes a bit funny. I do get characters warping in and out of scenes too, but again, nothing that's really broken my game, as it has caused crashes with you. Yeah, that's my points.
Yeah, and I think the TLDR, for anyone who doesn't want to listen to 14 to 16 minutes worth of us talking, it's a good game. It's got a solid story. It takes a little while to kind of pick up, but it does pick up. The characters are good, but the game does have its issues. But let's be honest here. The tech issues do withdraw you from the experience on more than one occasion, and that is unfortunate. And this is us trying to be kind, but we have to be fair and we have to be honest. And I think we can both agree that while we're enjoying the game, and we'll do repeated playthroughs because that's what we do with Mass Effect games, we always have done as fans of the game and fans of BioWare, but there needs to be improvements to the game because the tech issues alone, and I know that they will be sorted out with patches and things like that, and that's good, but part of me thinks that this should have been seen before release, because these are the kind of issues I did see in the hands-on that I had a few weeks back. So slightly disappointing, But I am enjoying the game. It's a good story. It's a decent story for a brand new story in the Mass Effect universe. I think newcomers will like it. I think they will really like it. I think that Mass Effect fans from the original trilogy will enjoy it. They will have their own opinions on it. And I think what it comes down to is enjoying it in your own personal way. Because as much as reviews are going to come out, and some reviews are going to be glowing, some reviews are going to be disappointing, some of them are going to be right there in the middle of the road saying some things are good, some things are bad. But at the end of the day, it's all down to you and how you experience the game on your own, because this is an experience that you need to have yourself. I'm not going to tell you, Rima's not going to tell you whether you should or shouldn't buy this game, because at the end of the day, we're enjoying the game in our own personal ways. So
yeah, like I think even with all the issues that the game does have, in the end we've enjoyed it so far, and that's the most important thing for a game, is that you actually enjoy the experience. And there are some disappointing elements, but that's just there.
That's it. And no game these days is perfect. Every game I've played in the last probably 5 years or so has had technical issues and story elements that maybe I don't like, and issues with bad UIs and things like that. But I still really like the game. So that's just our personal opinions on the game itself. And yeah, it's now just down to you and whether what you've seen of it and what you think of it makes you want to play the game enough to buy it. So that's completely down to you guys. Personally, we enjoyed it, we're still enjoying it, and we will continue to enjoy it, but we just hope that the improvements that are needed will be made sooner rather than later. So thank you very much for listening and for watching. We should also mention as well, we are moving on to other content that we're going to start bringing into the channel as of this next week or so. And that'll be things, we're going to bring theories in a different way back into the channel for more general gaming stuff. We're going to be doing more gameplay stuff, and we're going to be focusing on a lot of other games too. As we've done in the past, we've got Cyberpunk 2077 that we're looking forward to, the new Dragon Age, the new BioWare IP. We're looking forward to Prey, which is something we're going to be looking into this week as well, and probably for the foreseeable future. So we're going to be going into a lot of other games too, so be sure to keep an eye out for that as well. But in the meantime, thank you very much for listening and for watching. As always, you can subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all things Mass Effect and other games too, and you can help the channel to grow by sharing the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again very soon.